Have to give credit where it's due, Captain. You've done an amazing job delivering this cargo. Always knew you would.
I can do lots of amazing things for you, if you'll let me.
You're also not easily discouraged. No one has ever come as close to finding Nocdrayan's riches as we are now. How will you spend all that reward when you finally get it?
I was thinking I might hire an army of Wookiees.
What you lack in practicality, you make up in style. Your last job is taking the men and the carbonite to these coordinates. It's a restricted area. Only us and the buyer will be there. That's right. I'll help you negotiate this deal personally, but don't worry. I'm sure you'll do most of the talking.
We're finally teaming up, huh? Interesting.
The terms of the deal are very specific. If I'm not there, you don't get paid. I'll run ahead and make sure everything's in place. Meet me there with our friend in the carbonite. Use this access card to enter the restricted area. I'll see you at the delivery point. This is a big moment, Captain. Bigger than you probably realize. I've waited 10 years for it.
Is the fish head our buyer?
Not exactly. He's here to oversee the delivery. Dr. Chayla, let's introduce the captain to the man in carbonite. Begin the procedure.
Estavo labmegmindig uge. Oze gisazos homaleban. Zogalatotteni azerthoje.
How long has it been?
10 years. I'm sorry it took so long, but I finally have everything you told me to find.
Come closer, Risha. Let me see you.
I'm different now.
Not that little girl constantly underfoot. Now, you are my heir, my legacy.
Captain, meet my father, Nocdrayan. I believe I've mentioned him once or twice.
Heard a lot about you, Nock. If you're not dead, were those other stories made up too?
What does it matter if people believe them?
Sorry I wasn't completely honest, Captain. I promised Father when he entered Dr. Chayla's hibernation treatment I'd never tell anyone the truth.
Why was Nock in carbonite for 10 years?
The Selkat's experimental carbon freezing allowed me to cheat death, at least for a little while. 10 years ago, one of my lieutenants deliberately infected me with a disease. It's deadly, incurable, and eating me alive.
I'm a fortune hunter, not a doctor.
I don't need a doctor anymore, but I do need a fortune hunter.
I lied about my father, Captain, but not his lost fortune. That's real. And thanks to all those starship upgrades, it's yours. You have the only starship in the galaxy equipped to travel where the fortune was lost. No one else can reach it.
There is a region of space beyond the Outer Rim, called the Long Shadow. There are no stars, no light, no life. Just a derelict starship drifting into a massive black hole. My fortune waits for you there.
You're completely sure now?
The starship in question has belonged to my family for a very long time. I will give you the coordinates to the derelict vessel. You'll fly into the Long Shadow and board it. Retrieve the vessel's reliquary and bring it here. Risha will take a single item. The rest is yours.
I don't even know what reliquary means.
Think of it as a treasure chest filled with the sort of wealth that never goes out of style. My daughter will stay here. I have things to tell her, and my time grows short.
Be careful out there. I've gotten used to seeing you.
I'll always come back for you, Risha.
The derelict vessel is at these coordinates. Go now.
integrity failing. This vessel is entering the Singularity's event horizon.
I'm thinking we should make this quick, Captain.
Sure seems that way.
Vessel disintegration imminent. All crew advised to abandon ship.
Biological entities identified. Beginning mandatory Royal Edict playback.
I, King Eric Drayan III, find my throne under attack. Traitors aim to take what rightfully belongs to me. The wealth of Dubrillion will not fall into the hands of my enemies. Instead, I will remove it from their reach. My royal executioner droid will sabotage this vessel's hyperdrive and exterminate you, the crew, to ensure there is no rescue. You served me well in life. In death, you will serve me better. Goodbye, my subjects.
Royal Edict playback complete. Initiating execution protocols.
Stand down, droid. Your ruler sent me here.
Internal chrono estimates King Eric Drayan III has been deceased 106 years. Your statement is unlikely.
I knew this conversation was gonna end badly.
Executing now.
Hey, Captain. Bet you're surprised to see me.
You realize you're a dead man, right?
For a worthless piece of scum, you sure are an optimist. Me, I'm more practical. See, I've always believed if you can't beat him, join him, and then beat him. So, I stowed away back on Nar Shaddaa. Funny thing about Wookiees, they got great big lungs. It only takes a couple of breaths of happy gas to knock one out.
I don't need Bodar to kill you.
Skavik, I want my Blast Tech All-25 back. I want my Torchy.
You have a real single-minded devotion to your toys, kid. It's gonna get you killed. I want to be civil about this. Sure, you've made my life miserable, but I don't hold a grudge. Really.
I clearly haven't hurt you enough.
Don't kid yourself. You haven't hurt me at all. Bottom line, there's nothing you have that I can't steal.
I'll always be more handsome than you, Skavik.
The ladies already love me. Why tamper with perfection? Enough witty banter. Time for you to die.
Captain, I've been meaning to ask. Did you happen to, when you fought Skavik, was Torchy there?
She's all yours, Corso. Use her in good health.
Oh, Torchy! It's good to have you back, girl. I'm not letting another man touch you ever again. Thank you, Captain.
Zero esu karzo. Ani abilok tak a fas emelkendik.
I wasn't using it anyway. Besides, our captain has returned.
You made it.
Open this thing before it's too late.
Give me the reliquary. I want to see these treasures before I die.
This box belonged to a King Eric Drayan. Relative of yours?
My grandfather. A usurper stole his throne. But he got the last laugh. Drayans always do. I'll enter the code my father taught me. And there. Such a simple act to fulfill a lifetime of effort.
Congratulations, Captain. Nock Drayan's lost fortune is yours.
With one exception. Take the crown, Risha. Claim your birthright. Restore the Drayan dynasty as rulers of Dubrillion. Wear the crown and rule that world.
Your whole crazy treasure hunt has been to get some kingdom back?
Our kingdom. and revenge on the usurpers who stole our throne.
Remember those assassins on Tatooine? They were sent by the current king of Debrillion to end me.
What you need is a new king, and I know just the guy.
You're volunteering? I'm shocked.
This conversation is absurd. My daughter will marry a nobleman. If you're going to rule a world, Risha, you'll have to do questionable things. This is my final lesson to you. In the grand scheme of things, one spacer is meaningless. Keep the reliquary and its wealth. Kill him.
Your daughter likes me too much to kill me.
Emotions are a distraction, Risha.
Father, no. The captain is a good man. I care about him.
You, useless child, spent too many years without my guidance. You're weak, powerless. Everything I've done, the blood I've spilled, for nothing. This is not how it's supposed to end.
Dispose of my father's body as he instructed, Dr. Chayla. You are released from my family service. I'm sorry you had to see that, Captain. My father was sick.
You don't owe me any apologies.
You're a wealthy man, Captain. That reliquary holds more than just family heirlooms. Merchants will be killing each other to buy what you're selling. Not sure what I'm supposed to do now. Everyone I've met from Debrillion has tried to kill me. I don't have an army or a star fleet. I'm supposed to take over a whole planet with just a crown.
I'm sure we'll come up with a brilliant plan, Your Highness.
I have a feeling you're just in it for the money, but I can live with that.
Figures you'd be sticking around, Risha. You're like a Minot that way.
I'll make sure all the right people hear what you did today, Captain. It's the least I can do. Besides, famous starship captains attract profitable opportunities, and queens in training can never have too many credits. Let's hit the hyperlanes.